What's up, everybody? It's your friend Tyler here, and you're watching Geek Radar. So in the midst of all this chaos and quarantining, I've been watching movies and playing video games to be able to bring even more reviews out to you. So before we start this, like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Hit that little bell so you know every time I make a video. But this video is going to be about Resident Evil 3's remake. I'm not even really going to call this a remake. I'm going to call it a reimagining. Now, this game just came out last month. And it follows Resident Evil 2's remake, which came out, I believe, last year. So, a lot of people don't know that Resident Evil 3 is a prequel to Resident Evil 2. So, before you go and run and go, oh, I gotta buy Resident Evil 2 to understand this one, check out 3. But there's a lot of stuff that's going to be in this video. But I call this a reimagining because this was not a full remake like Resident Evil 2 was. There's a lot of sections missed out of it. It was the clock tower was gone, the giant worms, all that was gone. But to me, I'm fine with it because this game had action, the action horror that was going on with it, and the story was just excellent. It felt like it was something new and incorporated, but it also felt like Resident Evil 7. There's also a first-person mode that happens in this game. It's a little segment that's like, oh, okay, it's showing us a little bit that they've still been working on the first person because I heard Resident Evil 8 is supposed to be in first person. But with this game, it definitely is a reimagining. There's a lot of stuff that's not there, but it also focuses more on Jill Valentine. Now, a lot of the original, because I played the original Resident Evil 3 when it came out in 1999. Played the hell out of it. A lot of people are like pissed because they're like, oh, it's not long enough. I beat it in 5 hours because I on a run through. And they're like, oh, it wasn't long enough. But people don't realize the reason Resident Evil 3 was so long, even though anything of that stuff was cut, is because Nemesis was on your ass halfway the whole time through that game. Now, this one, he's in there, but he's rarely seen. This is the reason I like this, is because Resident Evil 3 was called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. This one is just Resident Evil 3. So I'm thinking it's like, okay, that's what they did. It's like, okay, this just isn't evolved on Nemesis to keep you playing because the game is shorter than the one beforehand. This one you're only going to be playing as Jill. The last one you was able to play as Leon and Claire, and you could mix stories, you could switch it up. There was all kinds of cool stuff you could do. This one you can't do that, but you could play as Carlos in-game in the main story, so I was fine with that. And also this game comes with a game called Resident Evil Resistance, which is an all-online game, a multiplayer game. It's actually pretty fun. A lot of people were giving it shit. It's actually not the worst multiplayer game I've ever played, and I actually enjoyed it. But with Resident Evil 3, the mechanics of this, let's talk about the mechanics. This game runs so smooth and is so beautiful. And we actually have a dodge button on this one. No more running around having to worry about trying to dodge yourself out of a zombie attack. You can just quick dodge. It's a really nice mechanic that I'm really glad that they added to this. And they added way more horror, it felt like, to this one. It didn't feel as isolated as Resident Evil 2. Now, I've said many a times, Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite video games of all time. Got tattoos of it and got all the sorts for Resident Evil. I'm a huge fan. But with Resident Evil 3, I can see where people are pissed, and I can see where people are extremely happy, like myself. Now, Nemesis does not show up as much as he does in the original game. I was happy because of that, because Blake, my buddy Blake, he was like, man, when I played the original, it made me want to break my controller because Nemesis would just come and kill me. This one, you're not going to have to really worry about this as much, because they put him in there enough so you're able to enjoy the game without throwing your damn controller through the window. So I was extremely excited for that, because that was my biggest problem with 3. It's like, oh, he's going to come in through here. It's like, I got to worry about this constantly. But with this one, it's not a constant worry about Nemesis. That's the reason I like this being called Resident Evil 3 instead of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So I can see where they did that there. But this game, overall, I'm not going to get this through the story and everything. It's Jill Valentine following, this is a prequel to 2, and it's following her character from Resident Evil 1. They also, it's a remaster, kind of, or whatever. It's not a remake of Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1 on Xbox or whatever you play it on as well. But it's a continuation of her character, and you get to see as the events of Raccoon City unfolds and everything goes to hell. But this game is absolutely fantastic. I was able to grab the collector's edition. I was extremely happy with that. That came out through GameStop. I was also able to grab Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition, and 7. I'm that big of a fucking fan of this franchise. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give my rating. And Resident Evil 3 is going to be a 8 out of 10. Now, I would give this a 9 out of 10, but the reason being is because it wasn't a full remake like we were promised. Now, I'm not going to bounce on Capcom because we're lucky we even got this. I've been asking for years. I want a Dino Crisis remake. And it's like, we've been asking as fans, as Capcom and Resident Evil fans, we've been asking for so long for this game to be remastered, remade, or anything. And as soon as it's done, people start bitching. Just be happy with what we got. I know we didn't get a bunch of stuff that was in the original, but certain segments. But just be happy with what we got and the times that we're going through, because trust me, this game's worth it. So definitely go check it out. Buy it if you can. Rent it. Do whatever. This is definitely a game to play, and it's absolutely beautiful. As a Resident Evil fan, I give this a 8 out of 10, and a certified just amazing. I'm going to give this a certificate of amazingness. That's what I'll call it. But yeah, but if you like this review, slipping already. If you like this review, like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you all think. And click that little bell button so you know every time a video comes up this week or in the future. But yeah, check out Resident Evil 3. Go check it out now. It is absolutely fantastic. And until then, I'm your friend Tyler, and you've been watching Geek Radar. Peace out, guys.